So obviously, right, the whole foundation for cybersecurity is to identify, manage, and mitigate emerging risks and threats, right? And that's going to continue to be the mission of our organizations like ours or any cybersecurity consultancy or managed service provider. Because businesses, we hear this buzzword digital transformation, businesses are continuing to transform their technologies, their processes, moving to cloud based solutions, which drives a further demand in our cybersecurity services. And with new technologies on the horizon like AI, the further proliferation of IoT, new vulnerabilities are being consistently exposed, and that gives product companies even opportunities for innovation into managing security threats around those technologies and those new vulnerabilities. And then finally, budgets continue to get constrained and crunched. So I think organizations are going to look more to service providers to outsource key functions of their cybersecurity programs because, frankly, consulting and contracting dollars are usually easier to get than dollars for an additional headcount or two. I mean, the hard skills are important, right? Technical skills such as knowledge of cloud security, threat intel, security architecture, identity and access management, IoT, um, they're critical, right? And then, if you're looking for a longer view, um, getting skills around securing AI and ML technologies and processes are becoming increasingly valuable. Kind of like when we moved from on-prem to the cloud. People were freaking out over, oh, we're going to be system administrators. We're going to be retired. We don't understand this cloud stuff. Well, frankly, the majority of them got reskilled, and who didn't want to get reskilled, retired or change careers, right? And I think we're in that same kind of pressure point today as we were then. But the soft skills are just as important, if not more important today, not only for CISOs, but also for individual contributors. And I'm talking about soft skills like business acumen, problem solving, adaptability, communication, are just a few that are just as important as those hard tech skills. And that's what we write about in the CISO Evolution, the book that you had alluded to. Yeah, I mean, believe it or not, the cyber threat landscape is going to continue to be more sophisticated and more pervasive in the coming years. I mean, we've still got this onslaught of new technologies and new devices, smart devices, IoT, the expansion of 5G, the expansion of AI, and even quantum computing. New types of threats are going to emerge. And these developments will have significant implications for businesses and individuals, right? Making cybersecurity even more important, more ingrained into not only the organization's lives, but individual lives. Businesses are going to need to continue to adapt and update their security measures, and individuals are going to have to be more mindful about their digital hygiene. Yeah, this might be a long-winded answer because there's a lot. So forgive me. So, really, the first and foremost is building trust, right? In our field, trust is paramount. Everything we do is based on trust. um, we need to be seen as trusted advisors, whether it be us or our clients or CISOs out there to their senior leadership, and be transparent in operations, demonstrating your expertise and deliver on your promises. Do what you say when you say you're going to do it. And then, secondly, would be just as important, invest in your talent. This kind of goes without saying, but what's other than security initiatives being pulled during down budget cycles, what else gets pulled? Training, right? And your people are not a dime a dozen. Your team is the frontline defense for your organization, and their skills and experience directly impact your organization's resiliency. And resiliency is a big word nowadays, kind of evolving from business continuity. Then have as cybersecurity leaders, we have to have a holistic view of the business and leadership involvement. I mean, SEC Rule 10, which is the are the rules that the SEC is proposing to put out about cyber expertise on the board and reporting standards and whatnot. It makes it pretty clear security is no longer an IT problem. You need to consider all aspects of the business, including people, processes, and technology. And notice I always point this out: people and process come first. The technology, frankly, is the easy piece. People and processes are the challenging piece, and we tend to forget about that. And yet, they're the most, particularly people, most critical aspects of that triad. And then finally, with regards to involvement in leadership, and it goes back to what we've been talking about a little bit about soft skills and business acumen, cybersecurity must be understood and prioritized at the highest levels of the organization. Again, the SEC Rule 10 kind of has made that formal, right? Executive buy-in can drive the cultural changes needed, hence driving a culture of security throughout the company, and then hopefully ensure that those scarce budget resources do get allocated to your security initiatives. And then along with that comes building trust and getting your leadership involved is communication and transparency, right? Just be transparent around everything that you do, uh, to the point where the lawyers get involved easily, obviously, right? So, but you want to encourage employees to report issues. You don't want to punish employees for doing something bad, for clicking on a bad link or in an email or whatever, right? Use them as teaching opportunities. A culture of fear does not promote a culture of security in your organization. And then finally, not finally, because I could probably go on all day, leverage external partnerships. Leveraging relationships with your vendors or managed security partners or MDR, XDR providers, whatever acronym you want to throw in today, cybersecurity consulting firms. It extends the capabilities of your team and the coverage of your internal team and offloads, frankly, some stress on your internal team, which directly impacts burnout. And we know burnout is huge in our industry. And, that kind of circles back to the top point being investing in your people, right? Not only investing in training and all the hard skills, but investing in their well being as individuals.